Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, and today we are playing Ranked with my Monogrowth deck versus Ivalis, who is a good player rated over 1900, or way more than 1900, almost at 19,000. So he is giving me admiration, and I'm giving him admiration, and this should be a good match. He is playing Decay, which is not exactly what I was expecting to see him play, but since he is playing Decay, we are going to get rid of Frost Scale first. I tend to get rid of spells first. Mangy Wolf probably going to be the next one to go. I'm fully expecting this Kinfolk Brave to be languided, so I'll play the Sister of the Fox. Maybe first, maybe not. I don't know here. I don't know entirely how I'm going to be doing today, so there's a Watcher early, which is a little bit dangerous. So we are just going to kind of go for the standard fare here. I'll go ahead and get the Kinfolk Brave out. At least try and pop 1 damage on the Watcher, because it's non-combat damage. That is a pretty decent Quake deterrent. So I have a list. I wonder if it is a Final Fantasy Tactics /12 reference here. But there's the Blightbearer in front, so not great news for me. Double Rat King could be interesting. Probably going to get rid of 1 though, because let's see here. I could play a Sister of the Fox, or I could play a Breaker. Probably a better idea to play the Breaker, and I'm going to play it up here. So we shall make that a thing. At least for now. I do not want this Kinfolk Brave to kill himself, but I just want to do a little bit of damage. Get this Breaker out. Trying to scale up my stuff just a little bit more. Now what I do by putting some damage on the Blightbearer there is when he attacks, he's going to die. So there's the Languid on this guy. Now he's officially neutered, and that's okay, because now he can get poisoned as much as he wants. So this Watcher is going to be a really interesting card to deal with. I guess the next question now is he actually going to go for poisoning this guy? There's not a lot I can do to escape him now, unfortunately, so we'll at least try and mitigate the direct combat damage, and we'll play the Sister as well, just to see what cards we can get. Alright, so Crimson Bull, that's gonna be really nice if I can pull it off. Gonna get rid of the Sister of the Owl for now, because it's not super worthwhile. Oh my god, in fact, if I had played that a little bit differently, I could have Crimson Bulled and taken this guy out. Sucks to be me. Well, you know what, we will cross that bridge when we reach it, see what else he does. Maybe I can get some good attacks in. Should have played that Sister first, but you can't always control what cards you get. You can just control the decision making that you're making. And as you've seen, I am not always one with top decisions. Of course, I have been doing pretty well in rated so far. I'm on a pretty decent win row here, but I have been struggling with this deck against Decay a little bit, as now he gets an Oblivion Seeker out. So let's see here. This guy, not dead. 2 Crimson Bulls, don't really need that. So we'll sack for resources here. Almost am tempted to sack for cards, but that's not what we're doing. Do want to take out this Watcher though, so that's going to be step 1. Because Watchers scare me. Oblivion Seeker, he can kind of hold on to that as much as he wants to. And he is going to be able to bob and weave and possibly kill these things as well. Because once this guy gets hit with poison, it's still... oh my god, a second Watcher. Well, that's fun. So I guess now, because we don't really need Sister of the Owl, let's sack for cards. Not really the cards I wanted. What do I do here? Probably go ahead and just Rat King, because that scares the crap out of opponents, or it tends to. I'll do 1 damage to the Oblivion Seeker, just because I can. Because he's gonna poison it regardless here, so maybe I should sneak in the idle damage. That may not be a terrible idea. At least try and move him off of this just a little bit. If he wants to attack that middle idol, he can. Yeah. So that way, if he wants to actually poison his Oblivion Seeker with this guy, because he's not going to get his attack off, he's just going to die. So, and these 2 guys are going to die. But maybe I can get an extra attack off in time here. Is he going to drop something in front of the Watcher, or am I going to be able to snipe the Watcher again? I was a little irresponsible with that rat too. This is what happens when I talk, and there we go. Second Oblivion Seeker. So already just a fantastic card draw for Ivalis here. And this is what Rank's all about. You gotta just figure out how to best manage the circumstances that you're facing. And this guy's only going to be able to make 1 more attack unless I get a rallying here. So let's get rid of the Rat King, see what else I can get. I get a Quake, I get 2 Great Wolves. I don't really want to give him cards, though. But I don't want those Oblivion Seekers to keep that Watcher alive, either. So we're going to go up here, we're going to drop a Great Wolf up top. And we'll just see what happens. Do a little bit of idle damage, that could be valuable later. Like I said, this guy is going to die. And there's not a lot I can do about it. I'm almost tempted to Quake. I did talk a little bit about my deck before. I am running the Frost Gales that I have still. I've debated switching it out for a Jarl, but I haven't really gotten around to testing it. I'd much rather test first. But a Quake Frost Gale could be pretty nice here. Would need to be careful about how I managed it, though. Because if I kill all those guys at once, that is a bukus of cards for him. But I guess part of the issue is that I really should probably be working on keeping up my board presence a little greater, and I really don't want that Watcher to be sniping my idols left and right. So we'll see what happens here. It'd be great to draw a Mangy Wolf here. Not as great now with the Rot Eater out and available. Well, that's not terrible. And Ancestral Totem is usually a decent card to grab. So I'm going to get rid of the Brother of the Wolf, which is a weird play for me because I used to play it all the time. But, you know what, let's play the Sister first. I burned myself with that before. Always play the Sister first, get another Brother of the Wolf. Now I really don't feel bad about ditching it. Okay, so the problem with playing the Ancestral Totem is that if I Quake, it's going to die. But you know what? I have a lot of things that are about to die, so that's not really that controversial of a position here. Of course, Quaking means that this thing is going to be ridiculously powerful if he puts enough big creatures around it. And once again, this guy's poisoned, so he is just marked for death. And I don't have any cards that heal. I don't have any Oak Bloods. So Energy Siphon, there is the Sister, and he's going to put some damage on my Great Wolf, which is unfortunate, but I can live with it. I just really want to take out that Rot Eater. I would love to get a Kinfolk Vet. Damning Curse. Well, there we go. So he's got some energy as well, and now I am officially in a place where I can Quake. So at least that, because he's put everything with that Damning Curse in Quake range. Unfortunately, well, no, because if I Quake, that may be the better move here. If I Quake, then what am I really going to lose here? Not a lot. Let's go ahead and just see what extra cards I get here. So, yeah, it is expected from Decay. I could Pussyfoot mess around here and try and Fertile Soil something just to try and get more cards. But I'm already at a decent card advantage. I'm going to hold on to that Fertile Soil. I think it's probably it's smarter for me just to Quake here. Of course, Quaking is going to give him a ton of cards too. I just don't want him to have an opportunity to drop another creature that'll buff this guy. So let's Quake. I'm not a super fan of it, but I'm already behind as is. And this is the point of the game where he could really go over the top of me if I'm not careful. So, what are your cards? He's at 6 cards now. Yay, Quake! But at least I got rid of the Watcher. Let's see how badly he fucks me. That is an awkward thing to say on the internet. Or I guess if you're in front of a camera and making money, a good thing. But regardless, we're just going to keep going with this. What is growth if not something that tries to constantly Quake you all the time? I'm curious to see what energy he's running as well. And it's not that great. You sure? Yeah, he does have 7 cards to my 5. I do have a Pocket Fertile Soil, and I've been through, I think, all 3 of my sisters so far, so... Look, another Watcher! So this is a game of just watchering Watchers, so... I guess at this point now, there's a Harvester as well. Good thing I didn't save my Quake, because that Harvester, I'm sure, was coming. I need to start getting more resources. Copper Automaton, now that is a useful card. Especially for knocking down the cooldown here. And I do believe, with the way this Copper Automaton dies, it does activate the Watcher as well. I'm just going to ask him. Alright, we're just going to get some more growth. Yeah, I do find it interesting how the death interactions work with this guy. So we're going to go ahead and get out another Great Wolf, which is probably going to get damn and cursed right away, but you know what? I've at least made it to round 11. Usually by this point I want to be going over the top of my opponent, but I'm not going to feel too bad if I lose this. Ivalice is very good, and this is an interesting deck to watch. I'm curious to see kind of more about his deck here. Because I mean, there's that one player with the Kinfolk Brave where I didn't play the sister earlier. That's why I play him. Yep, that's true. That is a good combo with energy. But there we go, Loyal Darkling as well. I have a feeling I know where this game is going, and it's not going great places. Especially when there's not my Mangy Wolf's not going to be able to do a lot here. But I'm not totally out of it yet, although Languid, which I've heard some people say, hey, we should really make this a common instead of a or make it a not the Copper Automaton, but make it Languid a uncommon instead of common, at least for drafting purposes. I can see that. Looks like I'm going to be Mangy Wolfing just because I don't want to have multiple. Oh, I don't. There's no reason for me to get multiple fertile soils here. So we're going to do this. We're going to sack for resources. We're going to play multiple cards for multiple cats. At least the Mangy Wolf here means that that is going to be a happy or something or other. Get the Brother of the Wolf out as well. I'm going to hold on to the fertile soil, at least for now. So that Copper Automaton's dead, and I don't get the bonus Watcher damage. You didn't Languid me enough. That's what it boils down to. So still, countdown to 3. This is like the big Doom countdown mark for death with the Harvester. And because I don't have Pother and it's hiding behind a Watcher, it's not a great position for me to be in. But, I mean, unless he has something that can wombo combo and knock out all my cards, and he probably does. Necrogeddon. Yeah, this is a fun deck. This is kind of like the deck that I'm trying to build for Decay as well, although the Energy Splash is really nice, very intriguing to see, but oh my god, Machinated as well. Yeah, that is a pretty devastating set, and there's really not a lot that I could do about it either here. And don't forget that Necrogeddon with the Watchers there actually, well, it just does a lot of extra idle damage. There's really not a ton for me to do here. In fact, I'm not going to Fertile Soil, and I get a Fertile Soul anyway, so we're just going to play Sister of the Owl, because unfortunately I can't take this out. So, Sister of the Owl, save me, please. Alright, she's probably not going to save me, by the way. Especially if he has a second Necrogeddon. In fact, if he has a second Necrogeddon, I really should have just put the Owls right there. So, if he's moving these guys all together, he probably has a second Necrogeddon, I don't know. Interesting. So that is still a Machinated. Not that great. Oh, I don't know. You're doing pretty good, Ivalice. You are. Or Ival1is. So now this poor sister has no attack value. I can still take out the Watcher if he doesn't do anything else, but he has too many resources to do nothing else. Right? Ripper. Oh, wow. Putting the Ripper right up front here. So, damn it. Okay. Well, I can hope for a God Hand. That's all we ever hope for here. Frost Scale's not going to do it for me. Let's get rid of the let's get rid of the Frost Scale, because Frost Scaling these guys is a terrible idea. Oh, God Hand. Yay. It's going so well. Alright, so we are going to take out the Ripper, take out the... oh my gosh, okay. I got some choices here. I guess what I'm going to be doing is I want to take out this guy who's Machinated, but I'm not going to be able to do that this turn. So we're just going to drop you down here. Owl's attack, do extra damage. I want to take out that Ripper as well. Let's just God Hand. Yay, this is going to take that out. She'll get 4 attack by the time she attacks. Take out the Watcher. This Ripper's dead. Non-combat damage. 4 damage. Yay, so languiding the Sister of the Owl doesn't always work. If I get a second rallying, I can come back at least a little bit. So at least by turn 14, I'm holding out hope. Was growth, if not fishing for God Hands. How many times have I used that line this week? Probably a lot not on camera. So, because I have been playing a lot not on camera. Actually, I had a really fun game with Blinky Not on camera. I don't think he was recording either. He whooped my butt, but he was playing a tempo order deck, and he just got the... I think I got him down an idle or two, and then he just completely wailed on me. But that's another game for another time, and I'm expecting... Necro Fisherman, I can see that. And is he fishing for Necros? In fact, he may actually be able to possibly take out some things here if he does double Necro again. But that would take out the Machinated guy here. I wonder if he's playing with a card that can... I mean, if he's running Energy, he could be running Fury or something. But... I don't know. There's a Spark, so that's a start. And there's a Ripper as well, so he is really doing his damnedest to protect that other unit. And so far, so good on that end. Alright, so I have one more turn where I can make things happen here. So, what are we going to do? I don't really want to fertile soil at this point. I don't really want to go for resources either. I can't play the Kinfolk Veteran Rally as much as I'd like to, so let's sack for cards and see what we get. Wow, okay. This is good. This is really good. Because we can play the Kinfolk Vet right here. Well, unfortunately, I cannot obliterate everything that he has. But I can at least try. I can take out the... I can play both wolves and take out the Ripper as well. Because this thing's still protected, so right now I'm just trying to get some board advantage back and trying to protect my idols that need some protection right here in case he has something ridiculous he can drop down. Still, 2-5. Good recovery from a Languid. Not worst ever, not best ever. He may kill that other owl and it'll make me a little sad. But the important thing is that after so long, I'm not totally behind. And I do have double rally, which if he doesn't totally clear my board here, which is a distinct possibility, if he's playing Inferno Blast, I really have not seen an Energy Decay deck like this. There's a Rot Eater, so that's cute. Please don't play something in front of the Rot Eater like a Harvester. Thank you for playing a Harvester, I guess. Second Kinfolk Veteran, though. Oh, I cannot play it right away, so I mean, it's going to be good, but it's not going to be that good because this guy's just going to attack and do some damage. Let's actually ditch one of the rallyings, see if I can fish out something better. There's a God Hand. Alright, I can work with that. I can't kill this guy, but I can work with that. Okay, so that'll clear out two of his cards. Then I could play a potential Kinfolk... Well, let's see here. What does Kinfolk Brave Rally look like? Not very good. We'll God Hand. That's good enough for me. Sister's going to be able to do an extra attack here, so... And I can take out not a total idol, but I can do this at least. So... Would love to do an extra damage here and be able to take out the whole row, but I can't. So, important thing is that the Rot Eater's still going to live. My Braves, my Veteran's going to die, but another shall arise in his place. I still live. That's all I really care about right now. This 8-2 is good. That would be hilarious if he took out the owl here. He could take out a second idol if he has some direct removal here. But I did want to put some more damage on that idol. Add to some pressure. You know what? Even if I do lose this, and there's still a distinct possibility that he's going to be able to clear some key cards on here, at least I'm holding my own, which is kind of my goal going forward. So Loyal Darkling, he is just going to town here, and unfortunately the Loyal Darkling, there's not a lot I can do about it. Oh, well, there is a Quake. Quake is a very interesting card here. But... Quaking is probably something that I would rather save for later. So what we're going to do instead... This is a tough call, because I can't really just take out that guy. He has 4 countdown. I can wait on him a little bit. Probably the better question is that I may or may not be able to win here. I'm actually going to go against my gut a little bit and get rid of the Quake for resources, save the Kinfolk Veteran for something that might be a little more worthwhile here. See if I can take out snipe an idol here just a little bit. I want the sister to be able to do something. So we're going to drop you back here. You guys go down here. I'm going to pretty much dare you to attack at this point. Don't normally have the Kinfolk Brave up front. I'm going to lose a second idol. This could actually be really terrible if he can speed this up. But I'm going to assume that he can't speed this up, because the best that he can do is Necrogeddon and knock me down. So, stupid play, ahoy. So I'm 2 idols down. That is a calculated risk. Do as I don't do, please, for the love of God. Because now I'm really just hoping I can maybe snipe something next turn. So if he gets a Watcher out, this could be a nightmare scenario. But if I get a God Hand, well, it's kind of like, if I get my 3rd God Hand, I'm in good places. I really don't like leaving an idol that exposed, though. But I don't know if he has the cards to really speed this up in time, so I may be able to get back in defensive position. He does have a card advantage over me, though. And the better part for me is that I have a lot of pressure on these idols down here. Question is, what's he going to do? Obviously, I've been speeding. The thing that growth has on decay is we get energy siphon, so now you're 4/6. Good enough for me. Not too bad with the languid at all. But the thing that growth has on, oh wow, is burn time. I guess we got Puppet Soldier burn, or just Puppet Soldier. Oh wait, duh, I can't read that. So there we go. That's a thing. And what do we got? I think I'm going to do something really stupid again. I don't want to top deck, though, so I'm going to do this. Oh, sister, you're okay. We'll drop you here. Maybe I can get something better. Ancestral Totem. That's good. I'll drop you up here as well. Want to get the sister away from the burn. Want more resources. Get 2 Kinfolk Vets. And how do I want to do this? Probably want to put one of you down here. And I think I'll leave the other one right there, because if this sister dies, I can go in next turn and attack this guy. So let's see our more idle damage. Go. He's going to have to react to something. If I can drop 2 Kinfolk Braves and potentially end this, that'll be nearly hilarious. But it's like, I could have had this guy attack and then take out that, but then he just finds something to replace it. My bigger concern is not getting my face melted right now. Though, of course, I'm sure some savant watching at home is saying that there are great moves that I could be making right now that I'm just completely missing, which I can see here. Maybe worth my time to Kinfolk Vet, the Puppet Soldier. Like I said, that would take out the Machinated guy. That would take out one of the biggest threats that I'm facing in this game. But he does have 6 resources. He has a lot that he can do. I'm expecting a Damning Curse, Languid, something. My biggest thing is I gotta stay ahead on the creature curve, and right now that Blight Bear, I don't want to be too scared of it. It's funny because I never think I get a lot of mileage out of Blight Bearers. Here, there's the Necrogeddon, there's a start. There is a good move right there. So Necro, once again, he's gonna be taking out some of my creatures. And that's just kind of how it goes. So these guys are all poisoned. There's the burn. Poor Sister of the Owl. She's going to go ouchie. So unfortunately, I cannot win this turn. That would be lovely if I could. But I can't. So this guy's down to 1 health. You're going to have to make the ultimate sacrifice. And what do I want to do with my breaker here? Because I can try and take out that Puppet Soldier. Probably would be a good idea to try and do that at some point. Well, you know what? Breaker's good. Just a tough position to be in, because I really want to be able to take that out, but it would have been really nice to take it out with that guy behind it. Alright, well, we are going to definitely sack the breaker. And I cannot quake my way to the win this turn, but we're going to hold on to that because I may be able to here before too long. So we're going to try and sack from multiple resources. If I can quake that down before time expires, that'll be a good thing. So Kinfolk Vet, go. And Kinfolk Brave, go. And that's 2 idols down. If he leaves the Puppet Soldier there for deterrence, I can win in 2 turns. But that's a big if. Or wait, well, yeah, if I get a... Yeah, because rallying only costs so much as well. I could use the Sacrificial Brave. That would probably really fuck with them. So let's see here. Still keeping a little bit ahead of the curve. He does have some pretty substantial removal going on. Kind of a tough choice. So there's a Harvester, Rod Eater. Alright. Harvester's going down. I gotta keep something up there to protect this. So we're gonna do a little bit of a feint here. Because I really want to have these guys up here just in time. And this is gonna make it look like I'm going up here to protect this. Actually, you know what? I'm stupid. Oh wait, no, destroyed by damage, so that would have taken out this guy anyway. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work, because if I quake here, that all goes away. Choices. This may be good game on me here, if he can do something that takes out everything. For now, we'll just do some substantial damage. Burn! So there's that. Did he read my feint is probably the better question. The answer is likely yes, so I may have screwed up that move entirely. And that's okay if I did. Gotta learn to be not so damn obvious. What's he doing now? Is he gonna neck or get in his way to victory? Damning Curse. Can he do it? He has 2 decay. I don't think he can do anything that actually wrecks me here. Oh, man. Oh, I may have tunneled into this. So there's a Watcher. Oh, no. Watcher down. Watcher down at just the wrong time. Alright, well now I'm in a position where I have to quake. So there goes that cute move right there. And there's Frostgale. So at least I can clear him of his crap. And that's a start. But I may want to save that Frostgale for another time. So we'll see here. We're just going to quake for now. Oh, shit, that's right. That's me getting sloppy at the end there. I should have Frostgaled first, because now I just took some extra unnecessary idle damage. Well, you know what? It was that or nothing else. So, you know what? There we go. No double Ragged Wolf. More like a misplay, because now if he has some tiny creatures here, that could be it. That's a little bit me coming under the pressure. Crap. And you know what's sad is that if I had quaked away that guy and then moved my Kinfolk Brave down, I probably could have taken out that idol. So that's a loss on my end there, if I can end up pulling this out. So it's tough bones. He's too good to just leave this idol undefended. Yeah, there we go, Loyal Darkling. Yeah, this game's starting to get away from me. Because all he has to do is have those guys down there. Little Darkling as well. Like I said, all he has to do is move him down there. So I have to start dealing with these guys. Because if he can kill both of those guys, that's GG. So let's see. I can play all this. Let's get rid of the vet. Well, let's see here. It's kind of a tough call because I want to get rid of the vet. I want to get rid of the Great Wolf. What I really want to do is get rid of all these guys in one go. And probably the best way to do that is get rid of the Great Wolf. I hope I get something. That's not what I really wanted, but it'll have to do. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Let's start with a Frost Gale, just to take out the Watcher. Let's take you out, because that 4 idle damage can completely wreck me. Like I said, there's about a zillion ways I could have won that. I could have... Well, no, because if I... That's right, I couldn't Quake there because that would have killed the guy. Yep, there we go. GG. Well played to you two. So all he has to do now is really just Necro right away. All right, sweet. Okay, well, there we go. Learned some things there. I'm sure you guys watching are going to have some... There we go. So there we go. Idolus being able to carry the day. I do not mind losing that one. That was a really well played match. I'm going to be interested in watching that again just to see what I could have done differently there, especially in those last stretches. I just feel like I maybe tipped my hand a little too much moving my units up there instead of keeping them down in defense. Well, you know, that's just the way it goes. But you know what? That's Scrolls. You enjoy it, you play, you learn. I am shooting for 2,000 rating, and you're not going to win every game to get there. So this is Way to Fail. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that. I thought that was a really entertaining game, and I felt like I was just so close, but it kind of slipped from me at the end. So if I could have won, feel free to beat it into me what I should have done differently. But this is Way to Fail. That's it for now. Good game, Ivulus. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you see it around. Take care. I'm running out of words to say. See you next time.